On behalf of the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center, I am proud to endorse the launch of the Virgin Islands Climate Change Trust Fund. For almost 2 decades, we worked with the government of the Virgin Islands, helping to conceptualize and design the fund. Our then Deputy Director, Dr. Ulrich Trotz, assisted in drafting the Virgin Islands Climate Trust Fund Act. Legally established and pioneering among overseas territories, this trust fund provides a secure, independent, transparent, and accountable platform to mobilize long-term, sustainable finance at scale. It will draw on traditional, innovative, and blended resources to build resilience and protect lives and livelihoods in the Virgin Islands and the region. Congratulations to the government of the Virgin Islands on this significant milestone. Going forward, you can count on the full support of the 5 Cs.
The OECS is proud to endorse the Virgin Islands Climate Change Trust Fund. This pioneering initiative is a vital step towards our shared vision of a climate-smart island chain. With its transparent governance and regional leadership, the fund provides a secure platform for sustainable climate finance. We stand fully behind this mission. Congratulations on this historic international launch.
Warm greetings from the Eastern Caribbean. Congratulations to the government of the Virgin Islands on launching the Virgin Islands Climate Change Trust Fund. This is a powerful step, unlocking capital to drive real climate action, from mitigation to adaptation. The United Nations is proud to partner with you on this journey.
The launch of the Virgin Islands Climate Change Trust Fund marks a decisive and much-needed step for small island developing states. For too long, access to climate finance has been fragmented, increasingly more and more becoming unpredictable and insufficient relative to the scale of the challenges that we face. What this trust fund does critically is create a structured, transparent, and locally anchored financing mechanism that can mobilize, manage, and deploy resources where they are needed most. This is innovative because it moves beyond dependence. It builds ownership, positions the Virgin Islands to access not only traditional funding, but also blended and innovative financing at scale while ensuring accountability and long-term sustainability. More importantly, it creates a platform for transformation, supporting climate resilience, clean energy transitions, and sustainable development across sectors. At CCRE, the Caribbean Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency, we see this as a model not only for the Virgin Islands, but for the wider Caribbean, a scalable approach that can unlock regional climate ambition. This is what taking control of our climate future looks like, shifting from vulnerability to urgency, from reliance to leadership. And we commend this bold step and stand ready to partner in turning ambition into measurable impact for the Virgin Islands and the entire region. Thank you.
The Caribbean Biodiversity Fund is proud to welcome the Virgin Islands Climate Change Trust Fund as a new partner in our regional conservation network. Your commitment to local conservation is a win for the entire Caribbean. As the organization grows, the CBF stands ready to provide technical support and collaborative funding. Welcome to the family. Together, we look forward to working with you to secure a sustainable future for our islands.
On behalf of the Global Island Partnership, we just want to send heartfelt congratulations to the Virgin Islands on the launch of the Climate Change Trust Fund. This is a significant but very challenging undertaking, but you won't be alone. GLIS will be here, and the Islands Trust Alliance, our community of practice of like-minded conservation trust funds across all 6 regions, will be here to support you every step of the way.
On behalf of the Development Bank for Resilient Prosperity, I am super excited to support the launch of the Virgin Islands Climate Change Trust Fund, veritably a first step in the repricing of resilience and mobilizing of capital in vulnerable economies.
The Caribbean stands on the front line of the climate crisis, but also at the forefront of climate solutions, which is why the CARICOM Secretariat proudly supports the Virgin Islands Climate Change Trust Fund as a bold step towards a resilient, climate-smart future for our region.
Island Innovation is proud to support the Virgin Islands Climate Change Trust Fund at this year's Global Sustainable Island Summit because we believe that it's a really fantastic model for other island regions and territories to learn from for the local implementation when it comes to sustainable and climate finance.